Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Miss A, your classy beauty savvy, and welcome to another June budget with me video. Last video, I shared with you my cash stuffing video for the first paycheck of June. Now, I would like to give you an overview of my May budget last month just to show you where my money went. So, 54% of my total income last month went to expenses, and 45% were saved in our sinking funds, and it was also invested. I am pretty much happy with that. Now, let's start making our June spread. This is my personal finance planner. I use a bullet journal, and if this is your first time to watch me do this, I actually just lay out all the bills and paydays I have for the month, as well as my sinking funds and of course my expenses. This is how I can keep track of my expenses and savings for the month of June and for the rest of the months that will come. In this way, I can manage it, and I can also check and tweak if necessary some parts of my budget na kailangan ng tanggalin or kailangan baguhin, probably because I am spending over too much in one category. So I do monthly reviews or even sometimes weekly reviews with my expenses and see what I can do to help improve it. I use stickers and pens when I plan. This is the best way for me to do it without spending so much time. So if you're interested with the stickers that I'm using, I will also be linking it down in the description box. I also am planning to go digital with my future planning soon. So you can see that we have the iPad next to me. This is also my computer, my personal computer now. So I use this to keep track of so many things. And for my part-time job as well, as a financial advisor, I use this for my client meetings. So I am planning to go digital soon, but I have yet to buy an Apple Pen for the iPad, so I'm going to save up for that as well. But for now, the pens and stickers will work, and I'm pretty much happy with my setup. This is already my traditional or my go-to format. Hindi na ako nagbabago-bago ng mga format. Before I do that, I always change the style of my spread because it gets boring. But now it's more on practicality and functionality. Ayoko na masyadong mag-spend ng too much time creating my spread. So if I'll go digital soon, it will make things easier, even better, most probably. So that's why I'm saving up for my pen, my Apple Pen. So stay tuned for a digital planning video soon. So excited for that as well. Well, as you can see, it's not perfect, but this is how the June spread is looking like. I'm just doing some alterations, deleting some of my mistakes as well along the way. I also would like to read to you an article I have read from finder.com, and it's all about Adulting 103, how to budget the minimum wage. So if you're watching this video and you're also thinking about how can we budget our money, it's not enough, then we just got some, tips for you. And this article from finder.com, I'll be linking it down in the description box so you can also read it after watching this video. So if you're thinking about what's in a budget, according to finder.com, you have to set goals when you make your budget. So of course, what you want to have in the future, let's say a house in 5 years time, or let's say you're saving up for your retirement, so you should start planning ahead of time and incorporating them or injecting them in your budget. So, dapat nagsiset aside na kayo ng pera for whatever goals you have in your life. So, for me, I'm planning to have my wedding soon. So, that's also part of my budget now. I started tweaking some parts of the budget and sinking funds so that I can make way for the spending or for the savings for my wedding. So yon. So that is what you should include in your budget. It's also good to note in your budget how much you're earning from your full-time job and side hustles or part-time jobs. You should take note of it so you can keep track of how much you should be allocating for this particular month. And of course, you have to take note of your expenses too. It's now time for you to keep track of your expenses. Common categories are food, travel, essentials, and if you want to make it even more specific, you can also break it down into smaller sections. So for example, leisure, you can also have makeup, gaming, or movies as your categories. And I also would like to include these categories in my sinking funds. And here I'm actually looking at the calendar and I'm showing you that on June 12th it will be the day that I will get my new puppy. So it's also part of the budget because I have to pay for a certain amount for the puppy. So kailangan naka-indicate siya sa budget niya. Now you're looking at my payday breakdown. So for the payday breakdown, it's important to take note, like what I said, your grand total income and grand total expenses and grand total savings. So we have the 50-30-20 rule. So this is a budgeting rule, and it says that 50% should go to needs and essentials, 30% into wants and negotiable expenses, and 20% for savings. So I'm pretty much happy when I said earlier that my May budget review, I was able to just allocate 54% for expenses, and of course 45% for my savings and investments. So that's not bad. I just need to make the expenses go down a little bit, like 4% down. And then for savings, I was able to do that more than 20%. So that's really, really good. I am on the right track. So ganon, mas importante talaga na you keep track of your expenses for the entire month so you can also see to it if you're going over budget or under budget and what can you do with your money to make it work for you. Okay, so that's what I do. Here I'm just listing down all my sinking funds and expenses per cutoff because I get paid twice a month. So I just write here everything para alam ko kung ano yung mga sinking funds na dapat meron ako, and estimated amount per category, especially for the expenses or bills. And then for sinking funds, I also have indicated there some amounts that I can write na alam ko na ngayon. So there you go. That's how I plan for my budget or for my payday. So that's basically it. That's how I do my budget every month, and this is my June spread. So just to finish up this video, I would also like to quote the article from finder.com. It says there that budgeting is a skill that will prove useful over the years. Mastering it early on surely makes adulting easier. So let's all adult happily, everyone, and responsibly. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again on my next video. Bye!